Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Luke, and I thought I'd do a short, simple video to try out my new camera system, and also take you through my AR22 pistol and do a quick disassembly and reassembly. So, starters, let's make sure the gun is unloaded. Yep. Gun is unloaded. Pop the magazine, double check. Gun is unloaded. So I'll just go over it a little bit here. Give you guys a little bit more clarity with how this looks. Now this is a jarred rifle. I'll have a link down in the description going to their website so you can check out a few of their products and trigger systems. So starting off, I'm going to pull my suppressor there, and for the most part this will basically take down similar to your standard AR-15. And just point out, because this is a 22, I don't need to shoot it with the brace extended, so I can actually hold it like a pistol and fire it like so. But for the sake of this video, I will keep the brace extended for convenience. And starting off, takedown, it's like I said, basic AR-15. So pop out your rear pin, and now normally you would be able to hinge, but because of how this is set up with the bolt assembly, I also have to pop out the front pin too. Now set that off to the side, and I'll talk a little bit about the lower here. For the most part, this is a basic mil-spec lower. And I actually have a two-stage trigger in here, so let's see if I can get that in there. You got that short first stage, and then followed by a somewhat long but safe second stage. Now, a little unique feature to point out with this is, unlike most AR-15s, mil-spec, or drop-in otherwise, I can actually flip the safety on this, and now because of this, it acts as a bolt lock, so it actually will prevent, I cannot fully cock the hammer no matter what with the upper on, or even like this. Even with a hammer, if I beat the crap out of it, it will not cock or get charged in any way. And because of that, so you won't be able to load around. You can't cycle the action or eject a live round if this is on and your hammer and the gun is fired. So that's pretty much for the most part, and I'd already pointed out the folding hinge. That's it for the lower. Now on to the upper here. Few of the features I have on here that I added, I have some Magpul flip-up iron sights with a vortex optic. I don't have a threaded barrel on here, but I have it that way so I can run it with my quick detach suppressor system. And then for those of you curious about legality reasons, this is a legal suppressor. But continuing on here, so again, because this is a 22, it doesn't have your standard bolt carrier group, but it takes down similarly to your standard AR-15. It slides right out the back of the upper. And then right here is your bolt assembly. You have 2 recoil springs and guide rods. Well, three guide rods technically, but the third one here that doesn't have the springs on it is actually your ejector rod. So push that on, you can see that pop through right there. And because it's actually using 3 guide rods technically, it actually runs a lot smoother inside the action as a whole. Also, because it's using 2 recoil springs, I've learned that if I take out this 1 recoil spring that's running on the full length guide rod, I'm able to cycle somewhat stubborn rounds like subsonics and stuff like that if I'm shooting unsuppressed. But going back to the upper here, so let's see if I can point that out. You can get a good view of that. See the chamber, there's actually a feed ramp there to ensure proper feeding into the chamber as a whole, and this is pretty much your basic 22 long rifle. But that is pretty much it for a simple takedown. Now let's go through the process of getting it all back together here. Slide the bolt in the back there, and then see if I can get that in the camera. I gotta line up the bolt with that charge handle slot. Let me just take this, kind of slip that in right there, and there we go. Now let's grab the lower, and then again, reassembly is pretty much basic AR-15 knowledge. If you're not familiar with that, you can find videos just about anywhere on YouTube covering it. And then just depress the bolt stop, and there we go. That is full reassembly. Everything functions just fine. And there you go, guys. That is my AR22 pistol. I hope you all enjoyed. And stay tuned for any future videos I may come out with involving this AR22 pistol or any other guns. So, we'll see you all later. Have a good day.